Picture this. You're at a crowded bar, watching two completely different guys approach women. Guy number one is conventionally handsome, well-dressed, clearly works out, and uses every pickup line in the book. Guy number two, average-looking, normal clothes, nothing flashy about him. Yet by the end of the night, guess who's surrounded by women hanging on his every word? If you guessed guy number two, you're absolutely right. And what you're about to discover in the next few minutes will completely shatter everything you think you know about attraction. The Great Deception. What women say versus what they actually want. Here's the first truth bomb that's going to blow your mind. Women don't even know what attracts them. That's not an insult. It's science. Research published in Evolutionary Behavioral Sciences shows that when women are asked what they want, their conscious answers often contradict their subconscious behaviors. You see, attraction isn't a logical process. It's not a checklist where women tick off boxes like tall, rich, six-pack abs. Attraction happens in the emotional, instinctual part of the brain. The same part that kept our ancestors alive for millions of years. This is why you can have all the surface-level attractive qualities and still strike out completely, while some guy with none of those advantages becomes absolutely magnetic to women. The difference isn't in what you have. It's in what you radiate. The polarity principle, the secret force behind irresistible attraction. Now here's where things get really interesting. Every successful relationship that has genuine passion and sexual chemistry operates on what psychologists call polarity. Think of it like magnetism. Opposite poles attract, similar poles repel. In human relationships, this shows up as masculine and feminine energy. And before you roll your eyes thinking this is some outdated gender stereotype, listen carefully. This has nothing to do with your biological gender. Both men and women have masculine and feminine energy within them. Masculine energy is focused, directional, and mission-driven. It's the energy of the hunter, the protector, the one who provides structure and moves toward goals. Feminine energy is flowing, emotional, and receptive. It's the energy of intuition, nurturing, and emotional connection. Here's the kicker. Women are magnetically drawn to masculine energy, regardless of who's embodying it. When you understand and embody true masculine energy, women literally cannot help but feel attracted to you. It's not a choice they're making consciously. It's happening at a primal level. Why most guys get this completely wrong. Most men today have been taught to suppress their masculine nature. Society tells them to be nice, to always ask permission, to avoid being too aggressive or too assertive. The result? They've become energetically feminine without even realizing it. These guys put women on pedestals, seek constant approval, and make their entire lives about getting female validation. They think being agreeable and accommodating will make them attractive. But here's what actually happens. They become invisible. Remember the magnet analogy? When both people are operating in feminine energy, flowing, emotional, seeking connection, there's no polarity. There's no magnetic pull. The woman might like you as a friend, but she'll never feel that deep, visceral attraction that makes her pulse race when she thinks about you. The 4 pillars of magnetic masculine energy. So what does true masculine energy look like? It's built on 4 fundamental pillars. Pillar 1, unwavering purpose. The most attractive trait a man can have isn't his bank account or his biceps. It's having a mission that's bigger than any individual woman. Research in male psychology shows that men who have a clear life purpose are dramatically more attractive to women. This doesn't mean you ignore women or treat them poorly. It means your life has direction and meaning that exists independent of female approval. You're on a path, and you're inviting her to join you on that journey, not asking her permission to take it. Pillar 2, emotional self-mastery. Here's something that might surprise you. True masculine energy isn't about being emotionally closed off. It's about being the calm in the storm. When chaos erupts around you, you remain centered and grounded. When she's emotional, you don't try to fix her or get pulled into the drama. You provide a steady, reassuring presence. Studies show that women are attracted to men who can handle stress well, not men who never experience stress, but men who remain composed and focused under pressure. This signals strength, reliability, and the ability to protect and provide. Pillar 3, decisive action. Women are attracted to men who make decisions and take action. This doesn't mean being controlling or dominating. It means being comfortable with leadership when the situation calls for it. You don't constantly ask, "What do you want to do?" You suggest plans, make reservations, and create experiences. Research published in the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that women prefer straightforward, confident approaches over elaborate games or pickup tactics. They want to feel your certainty and direction. Pillar 4, authentic confidence. This is the big one. Real confidence isn't about acting tough or putting on a show. It's about being completely comfortable with who you are, flaws and all. You don't need external validation to feel good about yourself. You don't change your personality based on who you're trying to impress. Women have an almost supernatural ability to detect fake confidence. They can sense when you're trying too hard, when you're putting on an act, or when your confidence is dependent on their approval. But when they encounter genuine self-assurance, the kind that exists whether they're there or not, it's incredibly magnetic. The modern dating crisis. Why this matters more than ever. Here's something that's happening right now that most people don't talk about. We're in the middle of a dating crisis. Traditional gender roles have been completely scrambled, and nobody knows how to navigate modern relationships. Many women have spent decades developing their masculine energy, being independent, career-focused, and self-sufficient. These are fantastic qualities, but here's the problem. They often still crave masculine energy in their romantic relationships. They want a man who can match or exceed their drive and ambition, not someone who's intimidated by their success. Meanwhile, many men have become more passive, more approval-seeking, and more emotionally dependent. They've been told that traditional masculinity is toxic, so they've abandoned it entirely instead of learning to express it in healthy ways. The result? A lot of frustrated women and confused men, all wondering why they can't find the deep, passionate connection they're craving. The dark side. Why nice guys finish last. Let's address the elephant in the room. You've probably heard that nice guys finish last, and maybe you've wondered if that means you have to be a jerk to attract women. The answer is absolutely not. But you do need to understand why this perception exists. Research shows that women are actually more attracted to men who are slightly resistant to their charms. Not men who are cruel or disrespectful, but men who have their own lives, their own standards, and their own boundaries. Men who don't immediately drop everything the moment a woman shows interest. The nice guy who constantly seeks approval, always agrees with everything she says, and makes her the center of his universe isn't actually being nice. He's being needy. And neediness is the opposite of attractive masculine energy. The action plan. How to develop magnetic masculine energy. So, how do you develop this kind of energy? It's not about faking it or putting on an act. It's about genuine personal development. Start with your mission. What are you passionate about? What legacy do you want to leave? Develop goals and pursuits that excite you independent of any romantic relationship. Build emotional resilience. Learn to manage your own emotions instead of looking to others to make you feel better. Practice staying calm under pressure. Develop the inner strength that allows you to be her rock when she needs stability. Take decisive action. Stop asking for permission for everything. Make plans, lead conversations, be comfortable with making decisions and taking responsibility for outcomes. Develop genuine confidence. Work on yourself, your skills, your knowledge, your physical health, your character. The more you genuinely have to offer the world, the more naturally confident you'll become. The ultimate truth about attraction. Here's the bottom line. Attraction isn't about tricks or techniques. It's not about what you say or how you dress or how much money you make. Those things might get you noticed, but they won't create the deep magnetic pull that leads to genuine lasting attraction. What creates that pull is energy. It's the feeling a woman gets when she's around you. Does she feel safe? Does she feel excited? Does she feel like she's in the presence of a man who knows who he is and where he's going? When you embody genuine masculine energy, when you have purpose, emotional mastery, decisive action, and authentic confidence, women will notice. They won't be able to help it. It's not manipulation or trickery. It's simply the natural law of attraction playing out exactly as it's supposed to. Your next steps. The question isn't whether this works. The research is clear. and you've probably seen it in action yourself. The question is, what are you going to do with this information? Are you going to continue playing the approval-seeking nice guy who wonders why women friend-zone him? Or are you going to step into your authentic masculine power and become the kind of man that women naturally gravitate toward? The choice is yours. But remember, this isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming who you truly are underneath all the conditioning and social programming. It's about unleashing the masculine energy that's been there all along, waiting for you to claim it. The women you want to attract? They're waiting too. They're hoping to meet a man who has figured this out. A man who understands that true attraction happens not through desperation or manipulation, but through the quiet confidence of someone who knows his worth and isn't afraid to show it. So what's it going to be? Remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell if this opened your eyes to something new. Drop a comment below and let me know. What's one area where you're going to start developing stronger masculine energy? Your future self and the women you'll attract will thank you for it.